Okay, welcome back to Twelves in a Trenchcoat. I'm NHearts3, and today we are back in Dragon Age 2. Last time we finally caught the serial killer that was kidnapping and murdering these women around Kirkwall since Act 1, and we finally figured out who he was, and just what happened to all the women. And unfortunately, while doing so, we lost Leandra. So, spoiler if you are seeing this first before watching the previous episode. Sorry, one, two. Yes, Leandria dies at the end of the Prime Suspect quest line. So, at the end of All That Remains. Today, I cut it short yesterday because I did a double bill. I recorded Prime Suspect and All That Remains, and I was like, man, I still don't feel good. So yeah, today we are going to finish wrapping up the aftermath of All That Remains, and I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we have Captain's Condolences and Friendly Concern, so we have to go visit Aveline in the barracks, and then we have to go visit Varric. And we have Fool's Gold and Inside Job, so I might go do Fool's Gold first. We will definitely have time. Those are companion quests, and sometimes they don't take that long, but sometimes they surprise me and take forever, like an entire video's worth. So who knows? I don't think it'll take that long, so we can go do Fool's Gold afterwards. But I'd be remiss by saying, Happy New Year. I should have said that first. It is now 2023. Didn't get to do my 3 video thing that I wanted to do at the end of the year, but at least I got those 2 videos out, so I'm counting that as a win. But either way, Happy New Year. Yeah. Hope everyone had a good holiday. But yeah, let's get started for today. I think I'm gonna go visit Aveline first. Where do I need to? I think I need to go to Sundermount for Fool's Gold. I'm pretty sure that's where I saw the marker on the map. Oh shoot, we can examine her door.
I can't bring myself to change anything about Mother's room.
Oh, that's fair. Too bad we can't go, like, in there. Technically it doesn't exist, but too bad we can't go in there. Oh. That's sad.
Always at your service, Miss Eyre.
I'm sorry about your mama. I will miss her.
Oh.
Boom!
Oh.
There he goes again. How he makes these things, I'll never know.
I've never seen another dwarf like him. Does this run in your family?
Not at all, but Sandal isn't really my son. I found him in the deep roads when I left Orzammar for good. Raised him as my own now. Isn't that right, my boy?
I like Bodan.
He's always been this way. Always collecting things and enchanting them. Strange, I suppose.
Have you ever thought of finding out more?
Well, I did. I brought him to the Circle of Magi about a year after we got to the surface. They called him a savant, but then they started giving him the eye like they were going to keep him, so we left. Not going back to those vultures. Sandal's happy as he is.
Sandal's quite useful to have around.
That he is. Also, I've always said. Oh, Maker knows what'll happen when I'm gone. I try not to think about it.
I want some pie.
Sandal's special rune. Oh shoot, where would I find that? Okay, inspecting it. A weapon rune that increases the chance of knock an enemy back. Interesting. But yeah, I think I'll go and I'll visit on my own since I'm going straight there. Apparently there's a message. Apparently there's a message. Hold on, I'm going to do a little quick save. Oh, shoot. Right. I got this at the end? So I got the inside job before I started the quest, but I got this at the end. I don't know if I looked at it on the writing desk while recording, but Sarah Minerva Hawk, please come speak to me and only me in my keep. It is a matter of utmost privacy and urgency. I can trust it to no one else, Viscount Dumar. So after completing and wrapping up the murder mystery that has been happening since Act 1, we follow through into what actually is happening in Act 2, like the meat and bones of it, which is the Quinari problem and the kind of like mounting tension that has been happening since Act 1. Actually, before Act 1. When we get into Act 1, it's already been simmering for 3 hours, and the meat in the crock pot's now ready to fall off the bone. In Act 2, all the meat's off the bone, it's been simmering too long, and everyone's just upset. And there's also no more soup. So yeah, either way, I know I need to accept this. I don't want to yet. I want to see what it looks like in my journal. If it's telling me to... Okay, a letter has arrived. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go do these two. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna look at that. I want to... Like I said in my previous episode, I want to make sure that I do Isabella's quest. I need to make sure that I do Isabella's quest. And... I just, there's nothing else I can do. I need to make sure that I do that quest. And it hasn't shown up yet. But I need to make sure that it is done. Go to the daytime. Let's go to Viscount's Keep.
It's different here as captain. Feels like family. Hawk. I don't care what else is going on. We haven't spoken about Leandra. How are you?
My mother is dead. My heart's broken.
I suppose I could say, at least you knew yours. But that seems more about me than you. I just have flashes of impossibly long hair. But my father... Would you like to hear one thing?
You've never talked about him.
My father trained me in all the skills he had been forced to give up. He spent everything to get me into Kaelin's service. Do you know what I remember? When he read to me, stupid things, dragons and heroes. He wouldn't turn a page until I reached over and took his hand. That big man made every step of the story my choice. I loved that. He died of the wasting in Adenarim Ward. Those last weeks, I read to him. I had to take his hand to turn the pages, and I couldn't tell if he was too weak, or if it was the old game. He smiled at that, at his big girl. I don't know why I'm telling you this. Drink?
A glass for those we've lost.
All right then. Benoit Dulac and Leandra Hawk. Don't let anyone tell you when to move on. Take their hand and say, my choice. That's all I have. I'll miss her too.
It's nice to hear a story about Evelyn's dad. She says a lot about him, but only because, when it comes to, her namesake, and it was a promise, like a wish that her father had. But I don't think we've ever known his name beforehand, Benoit Dulac. Well, in any case, me shielding my face and running down the stairs to go see Varric, and then
Good
to
day,
run
sir.
back home. Okay, wow, that is some sort. It's very armored in here this evening. Like, very armored in here. What is it, Bella?
Have you ever been out in the open ocean in a storm? It's the best feeling in the world.
I will have to take your word for it.
But you work here, right? I'll get more of that ale.
I do not work here. This table is absolutely stacked. That man looked like he had a black eye. I've never ordered a drink. I'm gonna have to come back and order a drink before this act ends. Or at least before the game ends. But yeah. Oh, right. Let me go see if this lady actually is here to get some money for clearing out places. Hello.
I removed another bunch of lowlifes.
Good on you, Sarah Hawk. We friends are indeed friends of yours.
Two sovereign. Nice.
Don't ingest the merchandise. It's not recommended.
There's a crate next to him with a broken longsword in it. And then door. I guess I would have to make my rounds at
There
some
are a lot
point.
more mages now than when she was a child. I think it's the lyrium in the water.
Conspiracy theorists and talkative man talking to a strange object. Into another room, an iron rasp in a crate. Like a bunk room. Continue further down the hall. Excuse me, talkative man. Open up another door. And near the fireplace is a crate with torn trousers in it. No chest this time. Just I'm sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what he's gonna do, because it looks like he's just getting awfully close with, like, that spit bucket. Anyway, hello, Varric.
And then Hawk tore the door clean off its hinges, walked into the room, and... I guess we'll finish this later.
Have you got a minute, Varric?
For you, I have all the time in the world. Actually, I've been meaning to talk to you. People say you and that elf, you know, the angsty Tevinter one, are becoming quite the item. So, what's going on, Hawk?
You wouldn't bring this up just to gossip. What's on your mind?
Shows what you know. I would definitely bring this up just to gossip. I didn't, but I would. Listen, as your friend, I feel like I'd be doing you a disservice if I didn't say something. You do know the elf is covered in spikes, like an angsty porcupine. He might have some issues.
I know you mean well, Varric. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
I certainly hope so.
Why is this place called the Hanged Man?
Because every time someone asks a stupid question, we string them up from the rafters.
Alright, Nora. I don't know why we had this conversation down here next to the woman with a bow, but thanks, Varric. Okay. Let's get out of here. And let's go pick up the quest for following the Qun. I'm not going to do following the Qun today, but
I
yeah.
hope all is well. There's a letter
Gamlen?
for you. Strange how the messages never come while you're home.
It is so strange, but you're right. I hope this isn't consequences for my actions in the previous episode where I told Gamlen what happened. Gamlen. First, Rainier. Awesome. Gamlen.
Leandra, dead. I can't believe it. Leandra, dead. I can't believe it.
Maybe we should make an effort to go visit Gimlin at his house. At some point. You know. He's family. Okay, it's just the following the queue letter. There wasn't any more letters. But there we go. Following the queue. Done. Done, dusted, and done. Okay, so we need to figure out who we're going to bring with us into the deep roads. I think we can bring Anders, because it's just nice to have another healer. I might bring Fenris. Actually, that might be bad, but bringing Anders and anybody else is always a bad idea. I'm obviously going to bring Varric, because Varric comes with me everywhere. We're just the best of friends. I need a warrior. That's the one I have a problem with. I mean, we had Aveline, so yeah, let's bring Fenris with us. I can just let them duke it out. I got this quest in this playthrough. I got Fool's Gold in this playthrough. There is another quest, depending on what kind of save you brought over from Dragon Age Origins. The oh gosh, what's the name of the DLC? The Awakening DLC. Depending on your options or like what you did in Awakening and porting it over to Dragon Age 2, you get the other quest, which is finding Nathaniel Howe. In this instance, you cannot get Fool's Gold and finding Nathaniel in the same playthrough. You either get one or the other. They both lead you to going into the deep roads, so I guess that's why that it is. But yes, so unfortunately I can't show. Why is the holding caves there? It's very strange. That makes me okay. Can't show you finding Nathaniel because I don't have it. But if I did, I would show it. But I can't because I don't have it, and I don't have another playthrough set up where I guess have Nathaniel alive. I don't know why he isn't alive. Default. I haven't gotten that far, and I haven't really looked at the choices. So either way, we're doing Fool's Gold. So yeah, into the deep roads we go. Jumping feet first. Here we are. Wow, it's just so great to be back. Right, Varric? Right, Anders? They both have level ups. Let me deal with that first. Let me deactivate this while I'm thinking about it. And then reactivate. Now we all get the cool frost weapons. On this Herlock's body, 8 silver, 94 copper. Keeping my head on the swivel. Items, because I don't think there's any coming back here.
So you found your brother?
I did. Wasn't expecting that.
I assume there was a time when you and he were friends.
With Bartrand? No. Just brothers. Occasionally he wasn't insufferable.
And yet you remained at his side.
Too bad he didn't do the same.
Okay, crossing the bridge, there is some rubble with a flawed ruby on it. Heading through the door. Oh.
Are you one of Yevon's sons?
Mistress Hawke? Please help me. My brother, Merrin. Iwan locked him in with the Darkspawn. He sealed the door. Left me here and bolted for that passage. He's gone mad. All he cares about is that damned sword.
Last time I was here, we picked this place clean. What's your brother looking for?
Iwan called it the Heart Drinker. He says it's the masterwork of an ancient smith from this Tig. He bought a book from one of the Orzammar caravans. It had the location of the sword. Or at least to the golems who guard it.
Is your brother insane or just cruel?
He wouldn't tell us about the sword, but I never imagined he'd leave us to rot.
This is getting just a little too familiar, isn't it?
Please. I don't want my brother to be eaten by those monsters.
Okay, so in this instance, we have two separate things that we can do. So we can go after Iwan and therefore go after the weapon, or we can save Merrin. So right now I'm gonna go after the weapon, just to show what it is.
Merrin is certainly dead already. I'm going to stop Iwan from getting that sword.
You're going to let Merrin die for your greed? You're as bad as Iwan. That passage is filled with darkspawn. I hope they eat you.
I don't like the idea of this boy dying alone down here.
I need to find someone who'll help.
So unfortunately, yeah, that kind of leaves Merrin to die. So let's my map, because we've got two separate things. That's Iwan, that's Merrin. Okay, so I'm guessing we can go and find Merrin still? But I said I was gonna go stop Iwan, so I'm gonna go stop Iwan. Oh wait, I'm going in the complete wrong direction. Passing by, we see a pile of bones with darkspawn armor fragments on it.
I thought I was done for. Those sodding darkspawn jumped me out of nowhere. Nearly took my arm off. My apologies. You saved my life, and I don't even introduce myself. I'm Iwan.
After what Emrys told me, I wasn't sure I'd find you in time.
Emrys is still alive? Good, good. That's good. I am grateful for your timely arrival, but I'm sure Emrys needs your help more. Fool still believes Merrin can be saved. I'll only be a little longer, I'm sure. Then I can catch up and help you retrieve Merrin's body.
You just lost your brother. Why are you out here instead of with Emrys?
Merrin's dead. Nothing's going to change that. Besides, would I really honor my brother's sacrifice by not finishing what we started? We were after a dwarven weapon, trying to make sure it stayed in dwarven hands.
How incredibly noble of you. The ancestors would be proud.
There has to be other treasure here you can hawk. Leave me to mine.
I can't just leave you alone. The Darkspawn will be back in larger numbers.
No, I've come so far. There are more. So many more than I thought. You know what? Fine. The weapon is yours if you can get to it. This isn't worth my life.
You sacrificed your family for wealth. Pathetic.
The man who told me about the sword sold me a control rod for a golem that protects it. You want the sword, you need the rod. What do you say? Everything I paid plus 10% for pain and suffering?
Varric will settle on a price with you.
All right, it's yours. Use the rod on the first golem. It should get you past the others.
I'm sorry, I just love Varric. From that Herlock's 4 silver, 77 copper. From another Herlock, 4 silver, 81 copper. And that is just about it. There's like a small campfire with a pile of bones in front of it with a small silver bar. Looking at my map again because it looks like it's changed. So over there's the golem, but further ahead is a treasure cache. So I guess that's where it leads. Okay.
Try the rod. Maybe it will do something.
It has a little helmet. Interesting. Oh gosh, it's following us. Alright. Oh, the other ones didn't like that. Throwing rocks at him.
May I trust they guide you?
That's not running anywhere. Okay, so when he walks into us, it hurts. Like a lot. But alright, now that's done, we can go down the steps. I was so caught up in the euphoria of trapping this Darkspawn emissary in the crushing prison that I failed to acknowledge the ogre on the steps. Oh my gosh, I saw something flickering in the background. I'm like, what is that? Oh. Well, I need to get rid of him. Okay, the ogre's coming down the steps. We need to get... Where'd the emissary go?
One less to worry about.
Okay. We're doing pretty good. There's a pile of bones with an enchanted staff, and then on the emissary is a heavy Darkspawn war shield. Don't know why they'd need it, but okay. The Hurlock Bolter had a Glamour Charm, and on the Ogre, a Tainted Amulet. You can go up the steps, but that seems to lead out. Our objective leads into this room where there were more Darkspawn. A Hurlock Bolter with Tainted Dwarven Jewelry on it. We can head up the steps to see
It looks like the
rubble.
Darkspawn smashed the chest.
Maybe there's still something to salvage in this mess.
Alright, picking through the rubble, we can find 34 silver, 65 copper. Eric. There we go. Can unlock this chest to find Weathered Dwarven Clan Pin, Superior Dwarven Dagger, and Zoe's Battered Horde Kickers.
Good to go.
In the other chest... in the other chest is treasure cache, 22 silver, 31 copper, large opal, broken bow, Weathered Dwarven Clan Pin, a sword called Potency, Sundarian Thunder, Superior Headwear. And then next to it is Lyrium Laced Bilge Hoop. Quest updated. Journal. I'm guessing that's just something we need to take to somebody. A faintly glowing support ring for a cask used in the creation of a suspect liquors only palatable to dwarves to dwarves and usually regarded as poisons by the guard. That narrows the Hoop's origins to Darktown. Alright, yeah. Just taking stuff somewhere. Which is alright. But for that, we've got some pretty interesting items that we can either keep or sell. But potency, 25 physical damage, 41 per second, plus 6% to critical chance, plus 14% to critical damage. It's two-handed, and 29 strength is required to wield it. And then we found Zoe's Battered Horde Kickers that are 46 armor, plus 2% to critical damage, plus 5% plus 2% to critical chance, plus 5% to critical damage. It has a rune slot. It requires 22 dexterity, 14 cunning, and I'm the only one that can wear it. And I can't wear it because I don't have a lot of dexterity. So, yeah, overall, things that you could probably just sell. Really. I mean, unless you're wearing it, but by this point you probably found things that you, one, like, and, spent some money getting. So, yeah. A journal. Oh, wait. Secondary. Alright, the treasure cache was found. Returned to Yevon in Hightown by day. Before leaving, there's a pile of bones in the corner with a weathered dwarven clan pin. And then we can access the door to leave the area to go back to daytime to go.
Blondie, I don't mean to sound critical, but have you considered a new line of work?
Such as?
Pretty much anything. I don't think Renegade Mage has a bright future, or any retirement plan.
Eric's right. Alright. Okay, both brothers were there. For a second, I thought that Iwan probably went back and killed his other brother too. So I was very afraid that that's what was going to happen when I showed up here. But in any case, now that we've returned, we can speak to Yevon.
Oh, Merrin, you poor boy. Oh, Merrin, you poor boy.
There we
go. Did Iwan speak the truth? Were you too late?
He's hiding something. Tell us the truth. What happened to my poor Merrin?
Iwan said Merrin sealed himself in with the Darkspawn to save his brothers.
Is that how you remember your youngest brother dying?
Yes. It's just how Iwan said. Merrin saved us.
Everyone's staring daggers at him. So in this part we have two options. We can say that yes, he's correct, and the quest goes on as normal as it can be, or we can say that he's lying.
Iwan locked Merrin in with the Darkspawn to get more treasure for himself.
What? How dare you?
It's true.
Shut your mouth, Emrys.
No. I'm through listening to you, Iwan. You sealed Merrin in with the Darkspawn so you could go after that blighted weapon.
No! You bastard!
Iwan, is this your own brother? Get out of my sight! I'll kill you myself if I see you again.
Father, You cost me my family, Hawke. This isn't over.
So for that we get 2 Sovereign, and we complete Fool's Gold, and they are... He says this isn't over. I don't know exactly what that means, and I don't think I'll stick around long enough in this world state to figure it out. Okay, reloading a previous save, we can, instead of being, greedy and rude, we can help save Merrin.
I'll do my best. Go back to your father and I'll find you when I'm done.
He's on the other side of that wall. You need to find a way to reach him. Please, come tell my father as soon as you have news.
Okay, I completely missed this door. But alright. We'll scoot back and get that. But we continue forth through here and hopefully save Merrin. What just... Oh, what just threw me? Where did he go? Where's the emissary? As long as the emissary is outside of the room.
Now you fall! I'm your worst
Oh gosh, there were two of them.
By the stone, I thought I was done for. Wait, you're Mistress Hawke. I can't believe it's you. I had no idea the Deep Roads would be like this, that the Darkspawn would just be everywhere. I've heard the stories, but it's not the same as actually being down here.
Any longer and the Darkspawn would have had you.
I was a fool to think we could do this by ourselves. I knew Iwan was up to something. He got so evasive every time I asked about the Blighted Sword. I still can't believe he betrayed us. Do you think he's alive?
Let's get you out of here before the Darkspawn return.
Of course. I can't thank you enough for coming when you did, Messer. You know, I never realized what the dwarves in Orzammar are up against. They fight these monsters every day of their lives. I don't think I can sit by and let my people die while I enjoy the easy life of a merchant. Not anymore. Come find us when you return. I'm sure Father will want to thank you for saving me.
But there's two Darkspawn emissaries. One threw me against the floor. So yeah, 24 silver, 12 copper, and the Wicked Darkspawn blade on one, and 24 silver, 34 copper on the other. We can go through this door. Kind of collapsed hallway. This door's sealed, so we can't go through it. We have to go back the way we came in order to get over to where it says that Iwan's at right now. Heading down the steps, we don't see any Darkspawn, but we do see the fresh body of Iwan with the Golem control rod.
Dead. That's what he gets for his treachery. And that must be the Golem control rod. Perhaps the creatures it controls are further down this path.
Maybe so. He is still sparkling. I don't know why. He doesn't have anything. But, pile of bones. Small silver bar. You're injured. Did you die? Oh gosh, was he dead on the floor earlier and I just didn't even realize? I am so sorry. Potions. Injury kit. I saw him laying down. I just didn't... I thought the emissary got to him too, like knocked him over. But I guess not. And we can continue into this room where we find...
It looks like the Darkspawn smashed the chest.
Maybe there's still something to salvage in this mess.
This time the treasure cache has been smashed, but, or unless it was smashed before. It looked like a chest to me last time. I'm not sure. Sifting through the rubble, we find 34 silver, 65 copper, complex locked chest with the Weathered Dwarven Clan Pin, Superior Dwarven Dagger, and Zoe's Battered Horde Kickers. We find the Lyrium Laced Bilge Hoop. And the treasure cache has 5 sovereigns, 60 silver, and 92 copper. Instead of all of that stuff that was in it last time, it's 5 whole sovereigns. I don't know what you would have gotten for that last bit, like, of loot that you got. I can't even fully remember. The sword potency was in it, that's what I remember. But I don't think it would sell for that much. It wasn't even like a gold-plated weapon, it was just gray. But who knows? I don't know. I'll never know because I rolled back the save. But in any case, we can leave and then go see Yevon and Merrin and Emrys back in Hightown. After we loot this corpse and find a weathered dwarven clan pin on him.
Much work to do.
Okay, well, in any case, we can speak to
Iwan, he's not with you. I had hoped.
Father, I told you it would be too late.
He tried to kill Merrin and Emrys, and you're sad he didn't make it?
His betrayal isn't lost on me, Dira. But he'll always be my son. You've given me back 2 of my boys, Macer. I'm in your debt. Please, take this as thanks.
And for that, we still get 2 sovereigns for going, saving, and bringing back 2 of his sons. Oh, let's go drop off this lyrium-laced bilge hoop. While I'm thinking about it, let's go get rid of this. First need to find an exit to this place. Let me out. Bye, Hubert. Bye, Hubert. Okay, leaving the area. We can go to Darktown. Let's all travel to Darktown. Whiskey Master.
I think you let this get away from you.
Simple as that? Just a walk and drop? Amazing.
For that, we get 1 sovereign, and we get to return this guy's drink to him. But yeah, next time we will do full. Hold on. Sorry. Let's say Fool's Errand. I'm gonna do Inside Job. So yeah, I'm just kind of rounding this up. I know that I need to find out what other Band of 3 codex entries I'm missing, and if there are other supplies needed for the supplier achievement that I haven't found. I need to make sure that I get those as well. I need to sell some things as well, as I'm thinking about it. Viscount will send a letter noting the. So what is? Hold on. I just need to see something real quick. I know I'm kind of extending this a little bit, but I'm going to the docks. There is a guy right here who has something. He's had something the entire act, and I just thought that was Demands of the Qun, but apparently it's not. Apparently, I don't know. I'm gonna save, and then I'm gonna talk to him. Cause I just want to make sure that it doesn't upset this delicate, fine tightrope that I am currently walking on. And he's just here. Hello, sir.
You are Hawk. A patrol went missing along the Wounded Coast. You have fought Qunari before and triumphed. Arvarad, no less. So tell me, did you kill them?
If I did kill them, why would I tell you? You'd just attack me.
I seek an answer to a question. What has happened to the missing Karatam? Vengeance is not relevant to this task.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I believe you. If you are not responsible, I waste my time here.
New quest, the Lost Patrol. I'm mad that I didn't pick that up beforehand because I thought it was for something else. Lost Patrol. Find out what happened to the Qunari patrol that went missing along the Wounded Coast. Very interesting. Okay, yes, I've given myself another quest. I want to look at the map and make sure that there's nobody else. Okay, there is nobody else. Alright, I should have picked that up beforehand. I shouldn't have been so close-minded and I should have just done it. I don't know. I'm going back to my house. For what else can I do? And if someone tries to disturb me there, then that's my fault. Okay, ending it in the entry hall so no one can disturb me. We're going to end it here for today. Next time, we're going to do inside job. I'm going to look personally into the codex entries and items that I need before going into Act 3, because I feel like we're on the fast track into getting into Act 3. So, yeah. I hope everyone has a happy new year. I hope it is kind to you. Yeah. So, in any case, until next time.